Hello, this is Lazarus at Telecom Tech, where telecom and networking technologies are simply explained. Today, we'll be simply explaining classless IP addressing. If you like what you see in my videos, please take a moment to subscribe so you can get updates to newly published content. And if you like this video, please do click that thumbs up button. What is classless IP addressing? Well, to be able to understand it more fully, we must first understand what classful IP addressing is. Now, I have a video about that, and if you haven't seen it yet, I suggest that you take a look at it first, because it'll make the content of this video much clearer. Now, IPv4 was originally designed in the early 1980s to have classful addressing. In classful addressing, the IP address space was divided into specific classes with fixed-sized network and host portions. Now, this led to a lot of wasted addresses in some classes and a shortage of addresses in some others. As time went on, and as the infant internet began to grow, this approach proved to be too restrictive and wasteful. So by 1993, classless addressing was introduced. This simply meant that the classes that had been originally defined were essentially abolished. Now, classless IP addressing essentially says that you can choose any subnet mask you like for your IP addresses without needing to adhere to the classful restrictions. So you can create a network with a network address of 10.20.55.0 and use a subnet mask of 255.255.255.128, for example. And this would provide a subnet with a range of IP addresses from 10.20.55.0 all the way to 10.20.55.127. Now, you'll be able to do this even though this is a Class A address. And otherwise, this Class A address would require a subnet mask of 255.0.0.0. Now, similarly, you could have an address of 193.75.0.0 and use a subnet mask of 255.255.0.0, even though this is a Class C address and would otherwise require a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. And this, of course, would give us an address range from 193.75.0.0 all the way up to 193.75.255.255. Now, it's important to note that this classless IP addressing is relevant only for classes A, B, and C, which are those IP address ranges used for general IP addressing. As stated in the previous video about classful addressing, Class D and Class E don't actually have fixed subnet masks, but they're used for multicast and for experimental purposes, respectively. Now, some older network devices, such as routers, require classless IP addressing to be enabled in order for these devices to interpret addresses and subnet masks in this way. Interpreting addresses in a classful way was actually their default. So on a Cisco iOS router, you would have to issue the IP classless command as shown here. And you can disable the classless operation using the no IP classless command. Even in more modern network devices, you can enable or disable classless IP addressing. The difference, however, is that in modern devices, the default is actually classless. Now, classless IP addressing introduces a couple of related terms that I'm sure you've heard about if you've been involved with networking. The first term is variable length subnet masking, or VLSM. Now, while classful addressing had 3 possible subnet masks, classless not only allows you to mix and match those subnet masks, but it also allows you to have subnet masks of any length. So here, for example, you can see several different subnet mask sizes. Now here you can see these same subnet masks in binary. You can see that we're not restricted to having the host and network portions always split across one of the dots of the dotted decimal format, but they can be split anywhere in the stream of 32 bits of the subnet mask. Now, the second related concept is called classless interdomain routing, or CIDR, and it's sometimes referred to as CIDR. Now, similarly, CIDR is a function that allows a router to route these classless networks, taking into account additional subnet information to decide how to route those packets. This is in contrast to routing based on classful IP address networking boundaries. Classless IP addressing is sometimes referred to as CIDR, although they're not exactly the same. Classless IP addressing has to do with address allocation, while CIDR has to do with the routing of these classless addresses. Now, it's important to note that classless addressing is used for all modern IPv4 networks to more efficiently use the address space provided. Classful addressing, although important to understand, should never be used in modern production networks. I hope you found this video useful, and if you have, please click that thumbs up button. If you'd like me to address other related topics, feel free to let me know in the comments. And please subscribe to get updates to newly published videos. I'm Lazarus at Telecom Tech. I hope this video has been helpful, and I'd like to thank you for watching.